Hello, what's up, and welcome to another section with the Mind Doctors. In fact, that's the name that the collaboration with between Dr. IJ and Dr. NC will be called the Mind
Doctors.
Doctors. Yeah, so you're specially welcomed. My name is Dr. Ijoma Egege, and my personal practice is called Therapy with Dr. IJ. I am your one and only doctor of happiness. So, Dr. AC would introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Dr. NC Ichioji. I am a counseling psychologist and I love to teach English. So just in case if you hear sobre, no vex for me.
Yes, so Dr. AC likes sombre, but you don't even blame her. She's a communication expert. She is a very good diction teacher. Just in case you want to learn diction, don't mind the doctor of happiness. The doctor of happiness is just she likes reality therapy, so that's it. So today, because of a trending social topic, we've come again. You know, the mind doctors are interested in your mental health. Okay, so want you to have sound mental health in addition to every other
Living
prosperity.
happy, living
Yes,
healthy.
living happy and healthy. That's our emphasis. So today we want to talk about confidentiality. And our case study is a relationship therapist in Nigeria. So counseling, sorry, confidentiality in counseling,
Counseling.
confidentiality in counseling, using Okoro Blessing Nkiroka, popularly known as Blessing CEO, as our case study. So we'll go from there. Dr. NC.
Okay, I think let me tell you what confidentiality means in a layman's language. Talking to someone and the person keeping the information to himself or herself. For instance, now, if you meet a counselor, counselors do not judge people. You can even
Yeah,
tell a counselor, see, I slept with so girl this morning, and you won't be judged. And the person will not go about opening his or her mouth, telling people about what you told the counselor. The
that's
counselor
true.
is known to have a bridle tongue, the sharp ears to listen.
Very sharp ears. That's why we say the counselor is your friend
Friends,
who is always ready to listen.
listen.
Now, confidentiality is part of the general ethics of the counseling profession. So, back to our case study, Blessing CEO, then we'll talk about the exceptions to confidentiality
Confidentiality.
in counseling. So, we have a family, a husband and his wife, the family of Michael Ogbonna, sorry, Ikechukwu Ogbonna, a car dealer in Nigeria, popularly known as
VD.
IVD. So IVD, one day, he had a wife called Bimbo.
Yes,
So
Bimbo.
Bimbo, you know, in the madness of the moment, or as a result of being mentally, will I call it
Imbalanced.
mentally imbalanced
Imbalanced.
or mentally messed up? That's the word now. Mentally brain touch. You understand in lay
Scorsco.
terms. So she leads, she got
Allegedly.
fuel, allegedly got fuel, because we are not giving an eyewitness account now. We are talking based on information online. Because on that day, there was IVD and then Bimbo and the children. So she lit herself, and under the watch of her husband, she burned to death. Now, there was an uproar on social media.
Was he arrested?
Yes, he
Okay.
was at some point. There was an uproar on social media. So among all the things that happened, Okoro Blessing in Kiroka came, and somehow she pitched her tent with
Every day.
IVD. which is also against the ethics of the counseling profession.
You don't cite
Because in
anybody.
counseling, you don't take sides. We do not take sides. We, according to the general ethics of the counseling profession, justice is seeking the common good of
Everybody.
everybody in the society. So Bimbo's family was important in that scenario.
That's true.
The late Bimbo's memory was important. The children were important, but
Even IVD.
even IVD himself.
So
So seeking the common good of all. So she was not supposed to pitch her tent with him.
IVD. That was
With
insensitive.
yeah, that was insensitive, very insensitive, and more insensitive when rumors started flying that she had something to do with him
Nice.
sexually. That was also very wrong. Okay, extremely wrong. So away from that now, also in that scenario, she also broke the rule of um
Autonomy.
autonomy. She broke the rule of autonomy. She shouldn't have. She should have allowed IVD to make his decision. She
To
shouldn't
speak for
have
himself.
to
You are
be
not a
self-governed.
mouthpiece. You're not his mouthpiece.
Yes, to be
Yes.
self-governed. That was wrong. Another place Blessing broke the rule of confidentiality is in the Davido and IVD situation
Yeah, the
too.
saga where she said that Davido should pay back IVD the money that Davido is owing IVD or something. But
Yeah,
IVD later came out and said that
Davido.
Davido is not owing him.
No, see what I think played out during the therapy. You know what they talk as in defining the problem. You know, during the counseling session, there is a place where you have to define the problem and the reason for the counseling section.
Okay.
So I think in between the sections, I really talked about being owed by Davido,
Davido,
but
okay.
he didn't ask Blessing to
To
become his spokesperson.
and even talk about it on social media.
Yeah, that's against the rule of autonomy. She shouldn't have.
She didn't keep the information confidential.
Yeah, so she failed the rule of confidentiality. She failed the rule of autonomy as regards IVD case, and then her conduct on social media, laughing at Fina during the week saga. That's also wrong. It's also against the rule of
A
empathy.
counselor should be empathetic.
Yeah, according to the
Counselor should be
personal
empathetic.
ethics of the counseling profession, empathy is very important. So
Yes.
she was not empathetic.
She was not compassionate at all.
Yeah,
She
that
wasn't.
and then also laughing when they arrested the very dark man. That's malicious joy. Schadenfreude, according to the Germans, Schadenfreude.
Yes.
It shouldn't be done by a therapist. Now, a lady came on social media, one
Leadership
Rita,
strategist.
who called herself a leadership strategist, Rita for Delta,
I
and
like that name, Rita for Delta.
she's
It grabs
actually
attention.
yeah, and then she's actually very good in marriage and relationship counseling.
Wow.
But I do not see her. She's not a therapist, so she came online to tell what's that Blessing. She came with some advices for Blessing, and amongst her advice, she said Blessing should use her building, her therapy launch for something else, like event management and all of that. And I think it's wrong.
No.
Blessing just failed some rules and can actually, improve.
Yes, and she has a platform
She has
to
a
actually help
platform.
out people. So she
Yes.
just needs small adjustments.
The biggest room is the room for improvement.
Yes, so she just needs to improve.
So in conclusion, a therapist is supposed to be confidential, keep secrets secret, no matter how gruesome. But there are exceptions to confidentiality.
Yes. For
Should
instance,
we do it in this video or another video? Let's do it here
let's do
now.
it here. Let's do it
Okay.
quickly. So if there's
If it's a threat to
potential of
life,
self harm,
yes,
if the client wants to harm someone, you need to
or self-harm or harming others.
yes, it's true.
Yes,
And then if the client is a minor,
yes,
if one's a minor, you will need to get one or two persons involved. May not tell them everything, but at least they should have an idea of what is going on. A typical example is if an adolescent is engaged in pornography,